Today, we talk about this, the Yeti X from Blue Microphones. Now, I can't do anything with it here, so let's go to the edit suite. Here we are. The Blue Yeti X is one of the most popular USB microphones on the market. It's quickly become commonplace amongst YouTubers, podcasters, pro gamers, and Twitch streamers. If you fall into any of these categories and are looking to step up your audio game, stick around to find out why the Yeti X might be right for you. So here's what's going to happen. I'll unbox it, show you how to set up and use the microphone correctly. Then we'll take a look at design, its key features, and lastly, the Logitech companion software. Everything you need to get the best audio out of the Yeti X, and at the end, I'll let you know my verdict. We're also going to be recording the entire review on the Blue Yeti X just to give it a real good testing. Okay then, let's show you what's in the box. The original Blue Yeti were hugely popular and focused on having a professional yet simple audio solution at an affordable price. The Blue Yeti X is everything you loved about the original, but made even better. Over the previous Yeti, the Yeti X has 4 capsules instead of 3, creating a greater focus on audio clarity and giving you more control over the direction of the sound that you pick up. For this reason, you have 4 patterns that you can select: cardioid, omnidirectional, bidirectional, and stereo. So let's first get this baby set up, and it's important to remember a couple of things when doing this. This is the front of your microphone, and as such, it should be facing you. Given the control you have over the pickup patterns, you're going to want to know exactly what area of sound you are recording. This isn't going to work if you're pointing the microphone the wrong way. Even if you choose one of the directional pickup patterns, the microphone is never recording from the end. This is not a handheld condenser microphone, and you're not Uncle Bob at your dad's karaoke, so do not move the microphone or hold it whilst it's being used. Blue also offer the option to mount this microphone upside down, using the Blue Compass boom arm. Now, let's talk about the microphone in a little bit more detail. First of all, starting with the design. It's a very well-built, primarily metal construction. It's weighted, giving it a premium feel and good stability on your desk. To boost ergonomics and usability, all of the principal features of the microphone can be controlled using 2 on-microphone buttons. The first of these is the Smart Knob, which is incredibly intuitive and can be customized to control anything from input gain to computer mic balance. The other control is a simple button on the back of the microphone in order to control the input pickup pattern. Around the knob is one of my favorite features, the physical LED metering. These mean that you don't have to exit whatever you're doing on your computer to check your audio levels and to see if you've clipped. Speaking of levels, Blue's companion software, Blue Voice, allows you to monitor and add professional level effects and presets to your audio recordings in real time. It also has fully customizable RGB lights, which you can control from within the Voice app. You can use this to match your channel's brand. I like red, so here it is in red. But I also like green, so here it is in green. James, what colour do you like?
Black.
Now, let's be honest, this is a microphone review, so even if it looked as good as me, you'd want to know what it sounds like. A response rate from 20 to 20,000 Hz, 48 kHz, 24-bit recording, 4 Blue proprietary 14mm condensers, and 4 polar patterns to boot. All of this results in professional sounding, well-balanced audio. We found it renders your voice with great control and clarity, both in a studio setting as well as outside in more challenging environments. But with one more step, you can make some real magic happen. So here we are in G-Hub, and over here we have the Yeti X microphone. And it is in here that you'll find Blue Voice. Within Blue Voice, you'll notice all of these different effects that you can add to your voice. If you click the 3 little dots next to any of the effects, it will open up more control over that specific effect. Now, if all of this seems a little bit daunting to you, fear not, because Blue is looking out for you. Over here, you'll find the Blue Voice presets, and you'll see anything from broadcaster to FM station to general feelings of voice, such as crisp and modern or warm and vintage. If you click on any of these effects, it will automatically apply all of the settings you need to get that sort of sound, and you can even go in and fine-tune it afterwards just to get the exact sort of sound you want. So, as you know, we have currently been recording this entire review on the Yeti X microphone, but let's talk about the settings that we used. We built a custom preset for this video based off of one of the defaults, and once you've played around with your preset and got it sounding how you like, you can then save and name it as a custom preset. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off Blue Voice, and here we are. This is completely unaltered, straight from the microphone, raw audio, and I'll turn it back on. And here we are back to normal. Sounds much better, right? Now, Blue have thought of everything because they've also included the ability to test and play back the effects in real time. So, what you do is you just click this button here, this record button, record yourself a little sample, and then you can click through all of the different presets and all of the different sliders and hear what it's doing in real time. This is also beneficial for any of you that are doing live content because before you even start broadcasting, you can hear exactly what your audience is going to be getting. This is clearly a microphone that's designed to give creators as much freedom and creative control as possible, no matter their experience level. So with all this in mind, let's look at some different creative scenarios. And to do that, I'm going to hand you over to these guys.
Hello and welcome to the VL Weekly Roundup. Joining me today is James. How you doing, James?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
No worries at all. Thank you for being here.
So that award-winning podcast was brought to you using the bi-directional pickup pattern on the microphone and the Broadcaster 1 preset in Blue Voice. This mode allows you to record using both sides of the microphone, which is perfect for podcasts. In order to demonstrate the omnidirectional pickup pattern, let's hear what these guys have to say.
Hello and welcome back to VL Radio. Today we're lucky enough to be joined in the studio by Visual Line's founding fathers, George and James. Tell me, lads, how are you doing today?
Good. Very well.
Good, I'm glad to hear that. Now, joining us from our local park today is our celebrity guest. Tell me, how are you doing?
Very well, thank you, Ben.
Glad to hear that. Now, how's the microphone that we sent you for this interview?
Love it. Just plugged it straight in and it worked.
It certainly sounds great from over here. That was our celebrity guest, everybody. How cool was that?
Very cool, I'd say. The omnidirectional pickup pattern allows you to record in any direction. Our friend in the park, however, was using the cardioid pickup pattern, which is most sensitive to sounds coming from directly in front of the microphone and least sensitive to sounds from behind the microphone. The stereo mode, which we have yet to mention, is really good for capturing rich ambient sound for things like ASMR or VR. So a microphone with all of these features is sure to boost your creativity, whether you're a YouTuber, Twitch streamer, podcaster, or a professional gamer. But what do we think? Overall, we were really impressed with the quality from this USB plug-and-play microphone. It's super easy to set up, it's highly intuitive, it's slick, fully customizable for your brand, the software is fantastic, and on top of all of this, perhaps most importantly, the audio quality is hugely impressive. It's for all of these reasons that we really think this is a worthwhile investment. That said, if we're going to nitpick, there's a few things we should mention.
One thing we noticed was that when using the smart knob whilst recording to change modes, for example, it makes a small bit of noise when you press it. I suppose this is one of the only disadvantages of having the controls in the microphone itself.
You shouldn't be touching the microphone when you're using it anyway, but if you did want to mute your microphone whilst it's in use, it does create a little bit of a noise. And one last thing, as amazing as the microphone test feature is, you don't have previews when you're sliding the effects. You have to let go of them in order to apply that effect to the loop clip. Again, this isn't really much of an issue, but it's just something we noticed whilst playing around with the software. So that is all from us. I hope you found this video useful. We've certainly had a fun time testing the microphone over the last couple of weeks. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.